Recently, my man Stan the Credit Frog shared his top 5 cards of 2024. It's linked here and in the description. Make sure you check out his video and his channel. He's got lots of great content there. But only head there after you finish checking out my videos first. I'm going to take a few minutes to respond to Stan's video, his premise, his selections, and his rankings. Before I go too far though, I will make clear that Stan made a great video. He chose 5 cards that are worth everyone's consideration, and I have a lot of respect for the content he puts out. If it sounds like there is a but coming, you're going to be disappointed. I can disagree with someone I respect without changing my entire view of him or her. And hopefully you can too. Whenever you're choosing a best list or a favorite list, there is always subjectivity. So there are going to be people who disagree with you. That's okay. Here's hoping Stan feels the same way. So, let's get going. Hello there. The Travel Points family is all about taking families farther for less. Vacations? They're too expensive. We focus on how to use credit cards to subsidize them. It doesn't make your vacations free, but it drastically reduces the price. If you'd like to take your family farther for less, you should consider subscribing to the channel. And if you hear something that makes sense to you, go ahead and hit the like button. I think Stan had a nice simple way of choosing his cards. The premise is, which card would you recommend to your friends if you knew nothing about their preferences or loyalties? Basically, which card gives the most value compared to their annual fees? There were 2 restrictions. 1, no business cards, and 2, no U.S. Bank altitude reserve. The no business card limitation makes sense because not everyone is eligible for them. The no altitude reserve is very Stan-centric, but he loves the altitude reserve a lot, and he knows he's biased towards it. Eliminating the altitude reserve removed his bias from the situation. Stan was very straightforward with his premise, and he let everyone know where he was coming from. I'm going to follow his premise, even though I see 2 flaws in it. It might be the science teacher in me. Now, number 1, admitting a bias towards the altitude reserve is important, but omitting it leaves a blind spot. It is a legitimately good card that is worth considering by anyone. And 2, if you're recommending a card to your friend, why would you do so blindly? You should recommend a card based on their preferences. But enough of my issues, let's get into some cards, starting with Stan's top 5. Coming in at number 5 was the U.S. Bank Cash Plus. That's a no annual fee cashback card with multiple 5% categories with a reasonable quarterly cap. At number 4 was the Capital One Savor Rewards card, another no annual fee cashback card. The Savor Rewards card offers unlimited 3% back at grocery stores, restaurants, entertainment, and popular streaming services. The Citi Custom Cash came in at number 3. Once again, a cashback card with no annual fee. The Custom Cash gives you the ability to select one category to earn 5% back in per month with a monthly cap of $500. Now you might wonder why the Custom Cash with one 5% category landed ahead of the Cash Plus with 2 5% categories. Well, the Custom Cash has a wider array of categories to pick from that you can earn 5% back with, making it a much more versatile card. For the top 2 on his list, Stan switched from cashback to point earning cards, and those points can be transferred to travel partners for increased value. Now, of course, if you pair the Savor Rewards card or the Custom Cash card with the right partner, you can turn your cash back earnings into Capital One miles or Citi Thank You points. Stan's number 2 card was the Citi Strata Premier. Like the Savor Rewards card, the Strata Premier earns 3% back in several categories, but since the point earning card, you actually get 3x points. Those 3x categories are air travel and hotels booked directly through the company, restaurants, supermarkets, gas stations, and EV charging stations. The Strata Premier has a $95 annual fee, but also offers a $100 hotel credit. That hotel credit does come with some caveats on how you book it. And in first place was the Capital One Venture X card. The Venture X comes in with the highest annual fee at $395. The annual fee is paired with a $300 travel coupon and a gift of 10,000 miles, each awarded annually. It earns very simply 2x on everything. One more thing the Venture X adds is airport lounge access. If you're thinking that Stan has a strong list, I agree. Each card on the list could have a place in my wallet, or in your wallet for that matter. But would I recommend the same cards to my friends in that order? I don't think so. For starters, if we're going to talk value compared to annual fee, you need to consider welcome offers. Stan mentioned each card's welcome offer, but is the Custom Cash so much better than the Wells Fargo Autograph Journey that we should just ignore the 60,000 point welcome offer the Journey has in lieu of the $200 of cash back that the Custom Cash brings? The Custom Cash is a great card, and so are the Savory Rewards and Cash Plus cards. But I'm going to recommend cards that come with better welcome offers. Those cards are going to let my friends experience the benefits of credit cards faster and hopefully let them travel farther for less. From that perspective, the Venture X and Stride Premier are both worth considering because they each have strong welcome offers alongside their earning power and redemption possibilities. But that means you should also be considering cards like the Autograph Journey, the Bank of America Premium Rewards card, maybe the regular Venture card from Capital One, and yes, even the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I am going to stay away from cards that have high annual fees like the American Express Gold and Platinum cards. And I'm also skipping those cards because it takes a lot of work to reap value from them. I prefer to recommend a simple card. So, here are my top 5. And right away, I'm going to cheat with an honorable mention. The Built card. But I'd only recommend this card if my friend was a renter. The superpower of the Built card is its ability to let you earn rewards on your rent payments. It earns points, but you do have to use it at least 5 times a month in order to earn any points that month from Built. Homeowners, Built is making progress on your behalf. Earlier this year, Built announced that you could earn Built points on your home purchase if you partner with their preferred realty company. And then recently, the CEO of Built mentioned that they are working on a way to process mortgage payments and earn points on your mortgage. If my friend was a renter, I would substitute the Built card for the first official member of the top 5. Based on what I was talking about earlier, my choice at number 5 may surprise you. But for number 5, I would recommend the Hilton Surpass card from American Express. I know, the Surpass doesn't earn a flexible currency. What it does do is earn. It earns 6x at restaurants, grocery stores, and gas stations, so it covers your largest spending categories. Then it also gives you 4x back for online retail purchases, and it has a base rate of 3x. If the Surpass is your sole credit card, you will rack up a ton of Hilton points. And then, when you hit $15,000 in spending, you'll earn a valuable free night certificate. And if you keep going to $40,000, you'll earn Hilton Diamond status. Now, Amex charges you an annual fee of $150 for all this, but they also give you a $50 Hilton credit every quarter. If you use all 4 credits, you'll pay $150 for the card and get $200 back in credits. It also happens to have a solid welcome offer right now, 165,000 Hilton points after spending $3,000 in 6 months. So, for its earning, reward potential, and sign-up bonus, the Surpass comes in at number 5. Number 4 has strong earning and redemption potential. It doesn't have the best welcome offer on the list, but it also is a $0 annual fee card. Now, I don't think this is the best card on the list, but to make a blind recommendation, eliminating all potential loyalties or preferences, I'd recommend the Wells Fargo Autograph. Yes, the Wells Fargo Autograph. With its $0 annual fee, the Autograph has no cost of entry. It earns 3x back at restaurants, gas stations, and transit, streaming services, phone plans, and travel. It provides travel and cell phone protections. It doesn't have foreign transaction fees. There is a modest welcome offer of 20,000 points after spending $1,000 in 3 months. It's not great, but for $0, it's about all you can expect. It is also flexible. When it's time to redeem your points, you have the option to use travel partners or cash out at 1 cent per point. If my friend liked transferring to travel partners, that's fine. We'd talk some more about how to pivot in that direction. And we'd end up with something else from the list. If my friend liked cash back, that's also fine, and we'd go in another direction. But the decision would now be made from an experience perspective that didn't cost anything to gain. Number 3 might have people blasting me in the comments section. While there's a lot of love for this card, some people are just over it and can't stand its flaws. The Chase Sapphire Preferred. If you're not familiar with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, then why are you watching this video? Go watch this video here now. This is the cog that makes the Chase trifecta work. It gives you access to Chase's transfer partners, which is the most valuable aspect of this card. The current welcome offer is for 60,000 UR points after spending $4,000 in 3 months. This is the standard offer for the Preferred. I would recommend my friend wait for an elevated offer. UR points are incredibly valuable. I'd say they're probably worth more than twice a Hilton point. But the Sapphire Preferred doesn't do a great job of earning them. Now it earns 3x on restaurants, online groceries, and streaming services, and then it earns 2x on travel purchases. And everything else is a measly 1x. And that's why people get multiple UR earning cards. If you redeem your points through the Chase Travel portal, Chase gives all your points a 25% boost. However, I still usually stick to transferring to travel partners because that's where I find greater reward value. The annual fee of the Preferred is $95, and it has a $50 annual statement credit for a hotel booked through the Chase Travel portal. Because of its low cost, and the power of its points, I have no problem recommending this card to any of my friends. My next two selections were actually on Stan's list also, but I'm going to cheat again and call it a tie. Coming in at 1A is the Capital One Venture X. Coming in at 1B is the Citi Strata Premier. Now, I agree with everything Stan said about them. They're both really good cards, they earn points well, they have good welcome offers, you can make good use of their points for great redemptions with travel partners. The deciding factor in my recommendation would be my friend's situation. Now, I might be blind to my friend's credit card preferences and loyalties, but I still know my friend. And as part of a family of 5, I have different considerations than someone who is single or someone who is married with no kids. For someone like that, I would recommend the Venture X. But if you have a larger family, then you have to weigh things a little more. Grocery and restaurant spend take up so much of my monthly spending that I have to consider those multipliers, and the Strata earns better there than the Venture X. The flip side, though, is that the Venture X gets my whole family into airport lounges. But would I be at the airport as frequently if I was earning points slower on the Venture X? Okay, I've got two last things to say about these cards. First, I'd make sure my friend really understood the travel coupon on the Venture X and had plans to use it. Because if you don't use that annual $300 coupon, the Venture X at $395 can become cost prohibitive. And second, Citi announced some changes to its relationship with American Airlines. When Citi becomes the sole provider of American Airlines cards, and you become able to transfer points directly to American Airlines, everyone is going to be taking a new look at Citi's lineup. Credit card journeys shouldn't be viewed as short-term projects. Me, you, my friend, we're going to be using credit cards for the rest of our lives. So we need to view it like that and make decisions based upon that. How are our credit cards going to help us reach our goals of taking our families farther for less? As I wrap up, I want to give another shout out to Stan the Credit Frog for making a great video for me to respond to. I'd also like to thank Chad's Money Minute for encouraging the idea of response videos in the first place. Each of the cards on my list and on Stan's list can help you take your family farther for less. If you want to stay up to date on how to do that, click the subscribe button now. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Go ahead and like it. Little things like subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, sharing them with your friends, those are all great ways to spread the word so other people can take their families farther for less too. Now, here are 2 more videos that can help you with that. Until next time, safe travels.